and it has been given by Swami Rama. So he's one of my favorite masters, and we will know a little bit about him. One of the greatest adepts, teachers, writers, and humanitarians of the 20th century, Swami Rama, was born in 1925 and who vacated his body in 1996, is the founder of the Himalayan Institute. Born in northern India, he was raised from early childhood by the Himalayan sage Bengali Baba. Under the guidance of his master, he traveled from monastery to monastery and studied with a variety of Himalayan saints and sages, including his Grand Master, who was living in a remote region of Tibet. In addition to this intense spiritual training, Swami Rama received higher education in both India and Europe. His best known work, which is Living with the Himalayan Masters, reveals the many facets of this singular adept and demonstrates his embodiment of the living tradition of the East. A few excerpts from the book At the 11th Hour by Swami Rama. All religious traditions of the world have their source in one single truth. This truth is the goal of all religions. Methods may differ from each other, but methods have no power to divide humanity. The sages do not belong to a particular caste, creed, or nation. The message of the sages is universal. According to them, the first and foremost priority of a man is not to seek God, but to know himself. Self-realization. Self-realization is the main theme of the sage's message. And self-realization means you know yourself at every level, at the level of your body, breath, mind, and soul, and at the interpersonal level. The more you know yourself, the better you will understand the world around you. And the more you understand the world around you, the more realistic your expectations of the world will be. The more realistic your expectations, the fewer disappointments you will experience. Lacking self-knowledge, you will remain in the grip of false expectations of yourself and the world around you, and that will make you miserable. A miserable person has no time or energy to contemplate on the higher truth. Therefore, if you want to experience a higher level of reality, better you renounce your self-created misery. And you can do that. Man is in search of peace, bliss, wisdom, and happiness. We're all trying to achieve that everlasting happiness, which is gained through knowledge, which is gained through peace of mind. For peace of mind, we need mind control. For mind control, we need method. We need a definite process with which to be completely out of the mind from the contact of the senses, from the sensations and objects of the outside world. The mind should be free from all turmoils. Buddhist scriptures, Hindu scriptures, Tibetan scriptures, Tao and Confucian scriptures all speak of the ways to make mind free. In the beginning, there are different methods, but they all meet in the same place. All paths lead to meditation. For there is only one goal, and that goal is meditation. Meditation is the only path to freedom. Freedom from anxiety, freedom from pain, anger, distress, and depression. Freedom from all sorrow, all fears, and all bondages. And meditation is the only path to knowledge. Meditation is an inward journey. And on this inward journey, you come to know who you are, where you have come from, what your intrinsic traits and characteristics are. By knowing the inner dimensions of your life, you can form a realistic image of yourself, and therefore you'll not be affected by the false image created by others and imposed on you. In short, Meditation introduces you to yourself. Once you know your true self, it will be easy for you to figure out your relationship with the world as well as your relationship with the Lord of life. Then you will come to understand that no religion in the world is better than another. You will not be caught in religious conflicts. Meditation is the way to lift the curtain of ignorance so that the ego can see that it is in the service of the divine, not the other way around. Meditation is the core of yoga. Meditation is the core of spiritual discipline. Meditation introduces you to yourself. It makes you become aware of your relationship with the body, senses, mind, and ego. It tells you where you are weak, so you can throw your weaknesses into the fire of yoga. A human being is not body alone, not mind alone. Between body and mind, there is something called breath. A human being, a human being is a breathing being too. If you want to be healthy and happy, and if you wish to experience everlasting peace and tranquility, better pay attention to your breathing. So just be with your breath. That is the message of this wonderful master, friends. Meditation is the core of yoga. So how true it is that that meditation introduces us to our own self. So in my journey, I also had the same experience. I was lost many years ago, like 12 or 13 years ago. I was really lost. I was caught up with so many things of the outside world. I was never focused on what is happening inside and who am I was really not aware. But however, when meditation came to my life, when I practiced more and more meditation, the more I did, the more I got to know about myself. The more I did, the more I attained peace, bliss, and tranquility. Just practicing 1 week of meditation, very intense meditation I practiced back in 2009 or 2010. In that 1 week, yes, there was struggles initially because of the mind, the power that I had given to my mind. But then later I realized that how we can make our mind, body, and soul come into a one place, not in a different direction. They all can come into one place. And when I could experience that, what I had is this everlasting joy, everlasting happiness, that the happiness that I was always seeking from outside, from things or from persons, but it is within us. So that is what I realized. So meditation is the core essence of our life, and it is our responsibility towards our own self to practice it, and it is our responsibility to inform it to our friends and family around us how important it is to be with our own breath. We are a breathing being as well. Many people are just breathing, that's it. They don't know how important our breath is. So this master is emphasizing on the breath. When you are with the breath, you will understand everything, who you are, where you are, where you have come from, and what are your characteristics. Everything you will get to understand. So I'm sure many of us here in this session have experienced a lot, and what meditation had brought to each one of us. So it's really wonderful, friends, and I thought it is again a reminder for each one of us how important the meditation is. The other day, I was listening to Dr. Newton when we had been to Paris. We had an opportunity to invite him on the Zoom platform, so that where everybody could hear his message. He said, "I'm always a student of meditation." He says that though I'm a teacher outside, though I teach a lot of I teach sessions for many people, but I'm always a student of meditation. I make sure that I practice meditation every day. So every day meditating is nothing but refining ourselves, fine tuning ourselves. So It's like here this master also mentions that the ego should be always in service of the divine, not the other way around. So the ego is not for our limited self. The ego should work for the higher purposes. So yes, friends, this is what I wanted to share. I thought it is a very important topic for all of us to remind ourselves. So please come forward and share your views. And I would like to ask you, what is it that meditation had brought in your life, and how you can see yourself different before and after. If you can just share, it will help many of our friends who are new to meditation, or who didn't practice meditation yet. So you can share your experience. You can just go ahead and unmute yourself.
Namaste, Madhuji, and all other masters.
Yes, Nanaji.
I hope I'm audible.
Yes, you are. You are.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah, truly, it has become a lifeline, you know, meditation, definitely. Yes, I was actually medically also, I was going through so many things, you know, and most probably, you know, we conceive so many things about ourselves in the mind.
Right.
You know, thought what you said when you started the meditation, the thought process, how we should think, we didn't know how we should perceive our body as, because I think before coming into meditation, I think I was more focused on my body rather than anything else, you know. कुछ होता है तो उसको हुआ 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 करके उसको बड़ा करना है. सो ऐसा हुआ ऐसा हुआ ऐसा सबके साथ क्या शेयर करना है, क्या नहीं शेयर करना है, कैसे बात करना है, all this, you know, how to be mindful when you talk, all such things, you know, in the thought process, you have to be mindful. When you eat, you have to be mindful. All these I have learned from meditation. वो जो बोलते हैं ना हिंदी में, if you start counting the gifts of meditation, it is unending. अनगिनत फायदे हैं meditation के. There is no limit at all, and it has helped me so many ways to overcome my body, you know, physical issues, and mainly fears जो preconceived होते हैं या फिर कुछ ऐसा हो, you know, most of us, you know, are living in future or we are in the past. उन सब चीजों से, I mean, it has you know, broken that link. Now I know. Even ऐसा नहीं बोल सकते कि मेडिटेशन से पूरा मिरेकल होगा, प्रॉब्लम्स ही लाइफ में नहीं आएंगे, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. बट you know, it will give a new perspective for us. Before, problems means we wanted to run away, isn't it? So but now we have changed our perspective and we take it as experience.
Correct.
What I can learn the best way. And it used to be like, you know, I may take little time. Okay, I think जो बोलता है ना, like to put the things properly. Like we were very frank. I was a person who wouldn't mince my words, and I was very direct, whoever it is. So now I know I should talk the truth, but there are different ways to approach the person in a nice way, put it. So all these etiquettes of life, and really में life क्या चीज है, that I'm you know, क्या बोलते हैं, explore कर रही हूँ day by day with the help of meditation. And hats off to meditation and the way you people do. We are nowhere there, but still I feel so happy to be here. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Naina ji, for sharing your experience. You have shared very important points. Becoming aware of everything. even the thoughts, the words and actions, that clarity one can attain when one practices meditation is it's a really for many of our friends who are not into meditation, or maybe I was also like that. I was also thinking that meditation is not for the young people, or for the, like, we have so many things to do. How can we sit idle and just like doing nothing? How is it possible? But then uh, when one like one when one practices, this is what they become aware of our thinking, of our acting, and of our speaking. Everything is of comes from that space of awareness. And yes, and we also let go of a lot of fears. And the other beautiful thing that you have shared is about how we change the perspective, how we see things differently. Like for the people who meditate doesn't mean that we don't get any problems or difficult situations or challenging situations. They do come, but the way we look at it will be changed. Before, we will be in stress, or we will be in conflict, but later we will be in a greater understanding. That, as I always say, this beautiful line from Untold Story of Sita, it is said that every misfortune that we experience in the life is really a great blessing. So that understanding we will get only when we have the clarity of mind. So thanks to meditation, and thanks to everybody who have walked or who are walking in this journey, so that um, like, we are inspiring, knowingly or unknowingly, we are inspiring many people. Thank you for doing that, Nainaji. Yeah. Yes, Nilma, please go ahead.
Hi, Madhu. I hope my voice is audible.
Yes, it is audible.
Yeah, thank you. So first of all, thank you so much for picking up this topic and also asking us like what meditation has brought into our life and how we changed it. And thank you so much, Naina ji. You, as Madhu said, like you kept it all. You explained so beautifully about your experiences, and I just also would like to share a bit of mine. Like after coming into meditation, I started to trust my own intuition because like I started at very young age. I just came out of curiosity and happiness to see what is really going on. And as a child, I always used to sit and just watch at the nature for hours, and I used to see like gods. And I, when also someone passes their body, I always laugh and say like, I look at the people when someone is crying, I always think like, okay, why are they crying? Because the soul is forever, and always like that. Like since childhood, I'm like that. And after coming to meditation, like after hearing from the masters, like from all the masters, and with Patrici discourses and so on, I started to trust myself. Like, okay, I'm not weird. I'm no person like who is different. I'm the normal person, and I'm just experiencing all the wisdom that has which has been given to me already. Like we are all the beings that who came with a lot of spiritual wisdom, and it's just that we have to trust ourselves. So this is one thing which have transformed. And also the patience to listen and to speak. This is another thing which I have learned after coming into meditation. So yes, this is in short as well from my side. Thank you, Madhu.
Thank you so much, Nilima. Yeah, you have again raised wonderful, wonderful points that yes, we have to trust ourselves. And we are so much caught in this outside world, because listening to everybody's opinions, and we get caught into that. But when we have this clarity, we get to know more about ourselves, and we trust our intuitions, whatever comes from our heart, and we do listen to them, and we don't go for others' opinions. We don't fall for others' opinions quickly. We just trust our intuition and work from there. And the other thing that you have shared is about patience. Yes, thanks to meditation, it that is also one of my benefits that I have experienced practicing meditation. Before, I was like a very angry person. I could easily get triggered, and I can get easily angry. But then meditation made me realize that to see whether is it really important for me to be angry, or is it worth it, because anger is also worth, like we should not just be angry for every single silly reasons. We should express our anger when it is at most required, not just like that. So every emotion is very important, and that again, that understanding I have attained through meditation, as you mentioned yours. So thank you for sharing yours, Nilima.
Thank you so much, Madhu. Even when it comes to anger, I also have this kind of thing. But I just get angry quickly, very quickly, and the very next minute I will also forget. And my parents will be like, you're the one who forgets, but not everyone are like that. So just think before
Right.
expressing your anger. So even I thought like, okay, this is another learning. But yeah, thank you so much.
Sure. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Nilima. So, friends, here I would like to mention one more thing, that everybody have this idea that okay, if I sit in meditation, I will see something, or I will like I have these kind of visions, or I have these kind of feelings. Meditation is not for that, friends. Meditation is for the rest of the time. For example, if you are meditating for half an hour, this half an hour of meditation is making you ready for the rest of the 23 and a half hours. So if you see one single benefit, like one single benefit, that like now you're not getting angry, or you are smiling for no reason. This is the greatest benefit. Like we don't have to have big things. This is very simple, and this is yet very important. Always be aware of how your life is transforming while you're practicing meditation. Not only in meditation, but after meditation, how you're dealing your life is very important. So yeah, I just wanted to tell you that. Yes, I see Induchi had unmuted herself. Yes, Induchi, please
Uh,
go ahead.
yes, Madhuma. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Um, Meditation, and thank you all the masters. Like whosoever has shared, it's like perfect. My what I have gained from meditation is basically three things.
Mhm,
The first is anxiety. I have always been a very anxious person, and with the help of meditation, in years, my anxiety has really, really gone down. It's from like it's gone down to like just 20% now. It's
mm,
only sequential based. Now it's not even it's situation based. It's not even all the time. The second thing is which I felt a lot of benefit in was focus.
mhm,
So earlier also we always used to say I always used to see that there are 10 important things which I have to do in life. But I
mm,
used to get so overwhelmed with those 10 things, I didn't know what to do, like
mm,
which one thing is important, which is the first thing I need to take care of, or which is the
mhm,
second thing I need to take care of. Once when I came into the world of meditation, it was so clear. Everything was so crystal clear that I knew that these are the 10 things which are important, and this is first, second, third, fourth, fifth. It's like it was so automatic. It was so easy, and it was very flowy.
mm,
And the third thing which I really really liked about by the advantage of my meditations were uh, we have come here to attain to inculcate and attain the virtues like unforgiveness,
mm.
unconditional love, or
Forgiveness.
forgiveness, or gratefulness, or being in gratitude, or being in a
Mm,
blissful state, of like all those virtues. So meditation has really, really helped me in implementing those.
right.
So the thing is the virtues which I got it from is from a lot of reading and from all the certain sangatya which we do from masters like you. But
Mm,
really to implement was a big huge task, and that's an ongoing process. But meditation really helps you in implementing them. So I I'm really, really grateful for people like you who's really doing a very good job at, spreading this. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Induji. The 3 points, the most important points again you have shared. So the first is anxiety, the fears, or yes, I'm sure many of us are going through that, and meditation gives us a strength to trust in ourselves and to let go of all these anxieties and fears and to face the situation. So it was the same case with me. I was really scared to speak in front of people because I was thinking that maybe people will not listen to me, something like that. But then when I practiced meditation, I got the trust in myself, and the fears that were there of public speaking was gone. And later I realized that everybody is me, and why I should have this fear of speaking in front of everybody. So when everybody is me, then why fear? So that fear and anxiety had dropped, and it I became very more natural, like we become more natural, we become close to our own nature, true nature. So that's one beautiful point that you have shared. And the second one is about setting the priorities. Priorities is very, very important. Though we have so many tasks to do, so putting the priority is very important. Having no confusion, and like setting it one by one, doing it, but sometimes it might take time to finish all the tasks, but making sure that we are on it, and we take things slow, but we will make sure that we will finish it. And priorities is very important. So practicing meditation helped me realize that I have to prioritize myself, come what may. I am the most important person for my own self, so I have to give some time for my own self to work on myself. Then comes everything. So that I always make sure of, and the rest comes later. So setting priorities is very important. And third thing, as you said, we listen to many masters, right? Every day we keep listening, or we keep reading books, or we keep seeing things. So that inspires us. Inspiration is not enough, but putting that into practice is very important. Like the virtues that you have shared, forgiveness, compassion, and all these kind of things, listening and reading about them is not enough, but putting them into practice is very important. So thank you so much that practicing meditation had helped you to see and to experience all these things. Thank you so much, Induji.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you. So Swarnaji, please go ahead.
Thank you, Madhuji. Beautiful topic and beautiful wisdom sharing by Swami Rama. It's wonderful. Yeah, I think we all agree. We all know how meditation helped us. So in my journey, I loved everybody's things, and I have gone through the similar situations. Especially in my life, the meditation came just like a casual, just like a cakewalk. But I had some questions before coming into meditation. Maybe my inner call was talking. Why these health issues are coming? These thyroid problem I had and all side effects I had. I was like highly positive, highly active person, and nobody had in my family, and only me. And then relationship problem, the other one I had in my life was a relationship, and why I'm so good and so open. My childhood days was so good means I was like always grounded, always helping, but after coming into everything is looks opposite whatever I do. So I had those questions, why I want to help more, but people are not taking that help, and what is that why it is happening with me, is this is how I'm gonna live my entire life. So those were the questions I had. So I just used to just cry and let it go. But yeah, I never did any never jumped on doing anything or anything, but just to me I would cry and just be myself, never complained anything, because my inner self knows that complaining maybe it was guiding me. But after coming into meditation, I understood everything. My I didn't know that the meditation has a power to heal yourself, heal your diseases. But I came to know that it can. Even I was experiencing why I'm feeling this. As I was just casually, I sit in the meditation, everything going fine, and all my sleeping was very good, and my behavior changing, and I was very patient, as other master shared. Means the because of that, all side effects I was there, and I used to shout. I used to just slip. And be anger on kids or husband, and then I would go apologize, but I couldn't control because of that. But after that, it was like slowly I was like not talking so quietly, so I didn't understand, but this happened. Then I shared in one of the group, and then they said like, yes, these things, these miracles happened with the meditation. So and then they said, yes, you will heal yourself, your ailment, your diseases. I was so happy because that is the one thing I was worrying in my life. And oh my gosh, really, it has power. So that day, I was like, my eyes were wide open. That I was like in a heaven. That the day I heard that the meditation has the power to heal yourself. So yeah, so slowly it healed, and I healed myself, and everything going so good. And even the relationship problem was like ups and down, even though everything I'm positive, I don't harm anyone, but people are understanding different. Then I understood why I have invited these relationship. So I need to understand maybe the compassion, the kindness, maybe I should be giving more. So since I started accepting the things the way they are, the accepting things how I am, then everything started working around towards me. So I accepted myself. Maybe I was like rejecting why these things happening to me and all. And my inner child was painful, very painful. I was looking for a love, compassion from childhood. I could see. I would go in the corner, cry. Why people are not loving me? And they all would go. They don't understand how to love, but I want love. Then I would just cry. And even after marriage, was the same thing. I never got the love that I was looking for. But after that, I realized the love is not from outside. Love is within you. So my inner child, I was able to heal myself. So that was a beautiful. When once I healed my inner child, I was stopped looking love outside, and instead I'm giving love to others. I used to read books that give to others the thing that you want for yourself. I used to read in a book, and this is like I used to give for before meditation, of course. I used to give like couple of days, and then, gee, what is this formula? Who invented? It's not coming any love. So I would again be like, don't give, and I would just like be stubborn. But after this, no, it will change. You just have a patience because we understand the science behind it. It's a vibration, it's a universal law. What you give, it will comes to you. So it has to come to you. So these all are principles, the universal law, deeply rooted, the self-love, and whatever we resist, that persists. So don't resist, just let it go. So I was able to heal my relationship in the family, and a teenager also. I'm looking here like I want them to be so good, and I'm meditating, and why they are not. But now I'm letting go. I'm just be quiet, just applying my kind and compassion and patience, and not correcting them, right? I used to correct, and they would go opposite direction. The way I want to pull them, they go off. Then I thought, okay, this is not how I do. I just let it go, give them freedom. You be quiet. Just say, okay, don't talk much, and just loving. Then people are like coming to me, the day my daughter comes to me, she asks every single thing. When Mommy, are you upset? No, I would smile. Then she would come and respond to me very politely. Mommy, I'm going there. Earlier, no, she won't do, so rude. And then something I have to change. Then I'm seeing how to talk to the people and how to behave. So the behavior, like how Naina ma'am said, these are the things shifting and so beautiful, and you understand the purpose also, why you have come, what is happening. You can introspect yourself, and you understand your purpose also. That's the main important. Otherwise our lifetime gets wasted if If we don't know our purpose, why we have come, and what are the good qualities we have. Everybody are so good, beautiful in their own way, but they need to understand what they are good at and what they have to learn. So that's all. So yeah, this is all these miracles, so many miracles. We are so blessed, and universe is helping us. And I want each and everyone to come to this meditation. We don't need to change anything. Yeah, we can be in the work, we can do whatever we are doing, but inculcate this one meditation, everything will shift so beautifully, so beautifully. So thank you so much, ma'am, for bringing this topic and letting us open up for others to learn and understand what meditation is. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Swarnaji, for your experience and for being being truthful and sharing your experience about your relationships and everything. Because as at the end you have mentioned that you started having a great relationship with your own self. You started loving yourself, and you started to do that. The relationships, the outside relationships have been, sorted out. So if we don't have a good relationship with our own self, then how can we expect that we'll have a good relationship outside ourselves, like for example from our husband, or from our children, or from the neighbors, or from our family. So having a good relationship with our own self is very important, and that can only happen when we have that peace of mind, when we still our mind, when we calm our mind, and when we practice meditation. So wonderful. Thank you so much, Swarnaji. Thank you for sharing. And yes, Seemaji, thank you for writing in the chat. Yes, it is. We're all learning, and I'm happy to know that you are very consistent, and you are coming every day, and you are listening to everybody. That is very important. You are meditating, and change is happening. Happening is very important. The change is slowly happening. So it's really amazing. Thank you for sharing your experience here. And here I would like to ask one last question. So friends, do we have to go somewhere else to do this practice, or can we do it at our home, or can we just uh, we need any extra thing to be with our own self? You can just say anything. Do we have to go somewhere else to do we have to lift so much of weight? Do we have to do so much of work to attain this state, or is it easy?
Yeah, Madhu ma'am, it is super easy. super easy. We don't need to go. We just do. Yeah, as I said, we don't need to stop anything doing what we are doing. Just stay there where you are and just start doing this meditation. That's it. One step at a time. I know initially will go ups and downs, the meditation process, because of cleansing has to done, right? So with the mind, but it will happen. The more we are sincere about this process, what more we have faith and belief in this process, the sooner we will get there. So it's just to sit for a half an hour or whatever time we have. Every breath counts. Even if you start counting one breath at a time, it will happen. So thank you.
Thank you, Swarnaji. Yes, Nanaji.
Just trust the process, trust yourself, be wherever you're, even in the bathroom, no matter. But the important thing is being in the present moment and enjoying that moment, whatever it is.
Wonderful.
That itself will help you, get into that state of meditation. That is it, I think so. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Nanaji.
Hi, Madhu.
Yes, Neelima.
Yeah, answering to your question, I am having a bit kind of different perspective here. Like when it comes to wisdom and doing meditation, yes, it is very simple, like we can do. However, Patriji always says like a group of birds, like a flock, they always go together. Like a pigeon goes along with pigeon, not with crow. A crow goes along with the crows. So similarly, when I have started this meditation, when we all have like group meditations and full moon meditations, we spent all the day, like all the entire night together. So in that time, like it's not just me experiencing, but how the group energies are very helpful in uplifting, in sharing the knowledge, in gaining the knowledge from everyone. That's what I really liked. And post COVID, this is what I feel like, at least we are a flock, like we are the meditators, and we all have to keep meeting very often, like whoever are nearby. And that's where it will be even more rapid, like even our wisdom will be like 10 times, like we can be experiencing more wisdom sharing from everyone. And yeah, this is what I feel.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you so much, Neelima. So you say that, yes, the group is very important. Sajjana Sangatya, that being in a right company and sharing good things is very important to fasten the growth, or to progress much easier and faster. So yes, friends, so group meditations never uh, like stop doing it. Always use the group sessions, and if possible create your own group, and you and your friend can become a group. Like we don't have to be like tens and hundreds of people that makes a group. No, it's not like that. You and your friend makes a group. So we have to create groups, and we have to create this kind of environment wherein one can practice and learn and grow. So in that way we are all growing together. So wonderful. So thank you so much, friends. Thank you for being here, and thank you for participating in the sharings. It is very important to open up and to share our own views, and very happy that it happened today. And so we will all see each other again tomorrow. Till then, have a lovely, lovely day, and a great times. Be always celebrate life. And namaste to all.